Howdy, people. Today we are going to be covering the Doge disaster. Um, I don't know much about this subject. I won't play all of it because I don't want to steal the content, but we'll play some of it and cover it. All
Welcome
right.
to Planet Stupidity, deep in the heart of the dumb dimension, where in the heart of the most powerful nation on Earth.
Yeah, dumbass, you've been smarter than President Camacho. That's how come he's making you Secretary of Interior.
Where a TV doctor with the qualifications of selling miracle diet pills is now in charge of Medicare and Medicaid.
The Secretary of Defense.
Who is
Oh yeah, isn't Dr. Oz like not a doctor? Like, didn't he have his medical license revoked? Like, he's just a TV personality. That's it. Now he's in charge of Medicare.
now a Fox News host.
He tried taking water from toilets.
Okay, so who are you?
I'm the Secretary of Energy.
That's Chrissy Nome, the woman who took her 14-month-old dog to a gravel pit and shot it.
Yeah, the dog, like, she was trying to teach it to hunt ducks, I think. I could be wrong about that. Y'all can correct me, if I am. But it wouldn't hunt the ducks, so she took it home. And on the way, I'm pretty sure, it saw the neighbor's chickens and chased those and killed it. Killed some of them, at least. So she shot it. She took it out back. She was going to be the vice presidential pick for Trump before JD Vance. But since that controversy, she didn't get that position. Like, good, honestly. She doesn't deserve to be in government. Alright, let's keep.
Because it wasn't learning fast enough.
And Funbags over there is the Attorney General.
Department of Energy goes to Big Oil in the form of Chris Wright. And I decided, well, whatever, let's take a look at this guy.
I don't know much about Chris Wright. I've never heard this name until this video. So, let's see, actually.
And it's crazy, you know, I thought the great expansion of human life expectancy in the 20th century was due to medical advances, you know, things like antibiotics and vaccines wiping out diseases like smallpox that if you got it, you had about a 1 in 3 chance of being dead in the next 4 weeks. It killed millions per year, and even if you survived, you would be horrifically scarred for life. But on Clown World, an anti-vaxxer gets put in charge of the Center for Disease Control.
Interview.
Alright, so. I do want to touch on something he said. One word specifically, Clown World. That is a old Nazi dog whistle. Fun fact. Like, yeah, people can reclaim it. Obviously. I just want to talk about the history of that word, like that phrase. I think it originated in 4chan or 8chan, one of those two. But reclaiming it to make fun of the people who align with the people who use it and are supported by the people who used it is good. You should be doing more of that, honestly. you should be using the right weapons against them. Even if they're a little rusty, they can still be used.
You said, quote, "There's no vaccine that is, safe and effective." Do you still believe that?
I never said that.
So stop me. We have the clip. Please play the clip.
There's no vaccine that is, safe and effective.
So you did say it. Do you still believe it?
Well, here's what I would say. First of all, I'm not anti-vaccine.
How is that statement not anti-vaccine?
But no, according to the new oil magnate Department of Energy, the increase in life expectancy was actually due to burning more fossil fuel.
Global life expectancy started to grow.
We really need to stop burning some, like, fossil fuels can be used, like oil can be used for plastic in the medical field. We will always need some oil, but it should not be used to fuel, like, things like cars, things like electricity, like the electricity we use in our houses. A lot of it does run on oil still. So sometimes you think you're growing green and you still have a small impact. It's really the blame should be put on the big oil companies that dump, like, waste into the Gulf of Mexico, for example. I don't know if people are actually doing that. That's just an example, Alright, let's...
Then you see next up is oil. Oil kicks in, you see an inflection, and life expectancy rises more steeply.
Oh, this is correlation, not causation. So, here, ice cream sales versus shark attacks. There is a correlation here, meaning the lines vaguely match, but that is because the blue line ice cream sales, you start getting ice cream around March. Well, some people do. And then when the ice cream shops are closing around October, you're not getting ice cream. And so, red line shark attacks, you start going to the beach. If you go to the oceans, yeah, you might be attacked by a shark. So yeah, correlation does not equal causation. It's a big thing. Okay.
This is simply the impact of energy.
It is not.
It's not.
And that's Secretary of Education.
Get her!
Yes, 100% serious. That's the new nomination for the head of the Department of Education. Well, if only we could get some words of wisdom.
That's Vince McMahon's wife. Yeah, Linda McMahon. Wife of Vince McMahon. Now, head of education. Anyway, back to the video.
From Marco Rubio, who has just been nominated for Secretary of State. Yeah, let's see what he thought back in 2016.
There is no way we are going to allow a con artist to take over the conservative movement, and Donald Trump is a con artist.
So what do you think a Trump government would look like, Senator?
It would be chaos. No one knows, but it would look probably like the positions he's held for all these years.
Welcome to the dumb dimension.
We have, I think approximately 70% of Republicans still say that Donald Trump won the 2020 election. It's like, are we going to abandon truth to that degree?
Now, in the dumb dimension, they eat that level of stupidity for breakfast.
And promote it. It's like, how does a party survive?
The dumb dimension doesn't care about your logical argument.
Alright, I think I'm going to actually. He's right here. What I want to do right now is look at the political positions of Marco Rubio. He was brought up earlier. Marco Rubio opposes same-sex marriage and identifies as pro-life on Texas. Yeah, that's just normal Republican stuff, honestly. It's not good, but still. During the Syrian war, Rubio opposed accepting Syrian refugees because he believed the background checks could not be done under the conditions of the time. He supported working with allies to set up no-fly zones in Syria to protect civilians from Bashar al-Assad. He also favors mass government surveillance of the American population and has stated that gun control laws fail to achieve their purpose. He is supportive of the Trans-Pacific Partnership. Alright, let's look into this, actually. The Trans-Pacific Partnership, or the TPP, was a proposed trade agreement between 12 Pacific Rim economies: Australia, Brunei, I think that's how you pronounce that. I don't know how to pronounce that country. Canada, Chile, Japan, Malaysia, Mexico, New Zealand, Peru, Singapore, Vietnam, and the United States. In the United States, the proposal was signed on February 4th, 2016, but was not ratified. As a result of significant domestic political opposition after taking office, the newly elected Donald Trump formally withdrew the United States from the TPP in January 2017, therefore ensuring the TPP could not be ratified as required and did not enter into force. Alright, the original TPP contained measures to lower both non-tariff and tariff barriers to trade, and establish an investor-state dispute settlements mechanism. The U.S. International Trade Commission, the Peterson Institute for International Economics, and the World Bank, and the Office of the Chief Economics Global Affairs of Canada stated that the final agreement, if ratified, would have led to net positive economic outcomes for all the signatories. Oh, so it was vaguely good. Alright. He did some good things. One good thing. Good. Alright. Exclusion from... Yeah, we just read that. On capital punishment, Rubio favors streamlining the appeals process so that the death penalty... Oh, what the fuck? Jeez. Alright, drug policy and criminal justice reform. Rubio supports the continued criminal penalties for recreational cannabis abuse. Almost said cannibal. In January 2014, he said, "I don't think legalizing marijuana or even discriminating is the right decision for our country." In May 2014 interview, Rubio said, "There is no responsible way to recreationally use marijuana, and the legalization of the drug would be bad for the country." Rubio said that he only supports the use of cannabis for medicinal purposes if it is non-psychoactive type, such as Charlotte's Web, approved by the Florida legislature, and that a 2014 ballot measure to legalize medical use in Florida was a ruse. Rubio said that as president he would enforce federal law in all states that have legalized cannabis. Okay. Alright, education. K through 12. As a legislator, Rubio was active in pursuing K through 12 policy, introducing the Educational Opportunities Act of 2013 as a presidential candidate. Rubio has argued on behalf of closing the federal expanding public charter schools and teaching both creationism and evolution. While creationism and evolution are not mutually exclusive, one is backed by science, the other is backed by religion, and personally, I think religion should be kept in Sunday school, because not everyone believes in Christianity. There's Muslims in the US. There's Hindus in the US. Heck, there is pagans, Greek, Roman, Norse, Egyptian, all sorts of different sects of paganism in the US. You don't see them advocating for this. Additionally, Rubio has taken a strong stance against the Common Core state standards. Okay, let's look at this. Common Core States Initiative, known as Simple Common Core, was a American multi-state educational... I don't know how to pronounce that word. Begun in 2010 with the goal of increasing consistency across state standards, or what K through 12 students throughout the U.S. should know in English language, arts, and mathematics at the conclusion of each school grade. The initiative was sponsored by the National Governors Association and the Council of Chief... Yeah, that's just... Alright, cool. Oh, wait. Development in late 2008, the NGA convened a group to work on developing the standards. This team included Dave Coleman, William McCallum of the University of Arizona, Phil Darrow, Douglas Clements, and Student Achievement Partners founders, Jason Zimba, Susan Pimentel, to write standards in the areas of English language arts and mathematics. Announced on January 2009. Okay, that's cool. Alright, where is the effects of this? Wait, oh. Okay. Effects. Oh, reception and criticism. Cool. Alright, cool. Let's just saying. Oh, shoot. Alright, yeah, okay, cool. Oh, wait. Sorry. Rubio has proposed a plan to reform the country's higher education system, which includes expanded vocational and apprenticeship programs, a proposed Student Right to Know Before You Go Act, which would require colleges, to inform students prior to taking out loans of the future income they could expect after attaining a degree. Oh, that sounds good, but I would like to know more about that, about exactly what that entails. Alright. A proposal to automatically base student loan payments on subsequent income. Oh, actually, still sounds good, but again, we need more information. Okay. Gun policy. Actually, yeah, gun policy. As of 2016, Rubio had an A+ rating from the NRA Political Victory Fund. He has stated that the Second Amendment is a cornerstone of American democracy. However, he voted for a gun ban in Florida public parks in 2019. And as Florida Speaker of the House, Rubio failed to push a law allowing guns at work. Well, I don't think you should be carrying guns to work. Personally, he believes that gun control laws generally fail to achieve their purpose. I don't agree with that. I think gun bans generally fail to achieve their purpose, but control is often the right way to go about these things. In the wake of the Stoneman Douglas High School shooting, Rubio stated that he does not support arming teachers. Oh, that's good. To address the frequency of school shootings, it's a fucking terrible idea. Rubio is opposed to banning assault weapons, stating that if he believed such a ban would have prevented this from happening, he would have supported it. In contrast, Rubio does not support legislation that would prevent those under the age of 18 from purchasing assault weapons, which I agree with the ban not being effective, but I don't think people under 18 should be allowed to own guns without parental supervision. I don't think they should be allowed to hold guns without parental supervision. Hang on. Going to there. Sorry. Okay. I am at the 25-minute mark. Alright, we saw that. Alright, Rubio also supports modifying the current system of background checks for purchasing guns, as well as legislation to ban bump stocks. I do not agree with banning bump stocks. Like I said, I don't agree with banning any part of a gun. It should be a time limit. Like, automatic weapons, you should have like a year or like a year and a half of waiting for a automatic gun. Should be like dependent on the caliber and the type of gun. I'll get into that more actually later. Okay. Rubio announced his support for the gun violence restraining orders and said that he is reconsidering his support for high-capacity magazines, though he has stopped short of taking a firm stance. At a town hall meeting in February 2018, Rubio stated, "I support lifting the age from 18 to..." Oh, yeah. Once again, I would like more information on how that would affect people, the pros and cons. we are supposed to be watching a video. I am going to actually go back to this.
Documents.
There we are.
Because in the dumb dimension, the angry orange grandpa is just getting warmed up to appoint his most trusted advisor to head the Department of Government Efficiency, the
yay.
doggy department. He's appointed the same guy who took 1,000 deposits of $250,000 apiece to deliver a sports car, which was being produced now in 2017.
It was the foundation of the whole company. It was the Tesla Roadster. People have asked us for a long time, when are you going to make a new Roadster? We are making it now.
And about half a decade later, in 2022, it's coming next year.
Next year, we'll be in production with the Roadster and with Semi. So that's all coming.
And
yeah, Elon is riding off the coattails of hype. He doesn't deliver on all the stuff he says. He delivered on the Cybertruck, but that thing is a disaster, actually. The Cybertruck, when it explodes, some of the fires get so hot they cannot be put out by the fire department. There's like articles about that, actually. Hold on. Let me go here and hang on. While I was researching about Tesla fires, someone says hi. Mwah. Me, man. Just a little me, Annie. I love him. Say hi. Say hi. Alright. Alright. We have the Bridge Hill. Alright. EV vehicles propose unique challenges compared to conventional vehicles when it comes to fire suppression. Simply using water to extinguish an EV fire is often ineffective and necessitates a large volume of water, raising environmental concerns. Eyewitnesses reported that although the flames and gases were not visible, a distinct and strong odor from the battery permeated the surrounding area. Jesus Christ. Oh, this is an advertisement. This is getting into the advertisement. Okay. But you get the idea. Tesla Cybertrucks cannot be put out with water oftentimes. Alright. Something to do with the heat of the fire, I'm pretty sure. Could be wrong about that. Alright. Let's get right back into this.
We stunned to find out that wasn't true either.
Yep.
And in 2024, Mr. Efficiency promised delivery again for the 8th year in a row and delivered nothing. And surprise, promised that again it would be ready next year. But in the dumb dimension, he's in charge of efficiency. He's the man dedicated to making the future look like the future.
And that's Secretary of Education.
He's the one who's going to cut 1/3 out of the federal budget.
Yes.
How much do you think we can rip out of this wasted $6.5 trillion Harris-Biden budget?
Well, I think we can do at least $2 trillion.
Yeah!
$2 trillion.
Yes.
$2 trillion.
Christ.
But this is the dumb dimension. So believe me when I say this is more stupid on every conceivable level than you can possibly imagine. You know, if only there was some sort of track record, like a first term, that we could judge Trump's record on, after all.
Let's see. I actually think we are done here. We have only watched about 6 minutes, and I have been talking for about 30 minutes. Okay. We are definitely done here right now. Alright. Thank y'all for watching. Like, subscribe, comment. Comment beans. Actually. Comment beans. I like beans. I don't eat beans. Actually, I don't like beans, but like, comment beans still. It's funny. I like the word beans. Ring that bell icon out as well. Actually. Alright. Thank y'all for watching, and goodbye.